First of all, those commercial drivers, they don't go buy fuel. It doesn't make sense to me. We don't use 2.5 hours and we never even reach anywhere. People just dey para. Wallahi, move not bad
Because of change, she looks at the guy, she says, "You will see me this night." If you the young babe, she tell you no. Omo yam is fisila.
Fisila go move on now.
To move on. She says she doesn't like it. Leave her alone. Have some form of shame.
What is I say again in church? This somebody that will probably have some sort of rapport. I talk to her, oh, let's go on a date. And she says, oh, I want to pray about it.
So she not really rich. The way trauma affects the human mind is that it becomes the lens in which you see other areas. There was this lady, right? She married her husband, but the man did not used to snore in his sleep. So she now interpreted that as him being something.
You break up with somebody, something happens, and the person's not anymore. God will not stop being good because that boy broke up with you, or that girl broke up with you.
I'm a believer. Genuine one. I just come on Twitter to say something, and the next thing, I don't blame you, is your pastor. Something. Like, bro.
At the end of the day, you see this in our pros, right? You know that everybody has a bias.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
This is the Cross Culture Podcast.
Where laughter is loud, but the truth is what?
Louder.
So welcome, guys. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I want to believe that you have subscribed. If you haven't, you are the only one in your village.
On a long thing.
You're on a long thing.
And I promise you, nobody will
caress. You see the caress arm.
And I promise you, we don't know you.
We
cannot see you.
We cannot see you.
Yeah,
Just subscribe.
Just subscribe.
Just
help our house.
Just subscribe.
Because truthfully, boys, they really also. We just want alt. We rise by lifting others. You don't rise. Help us. You don't rise. Help us.
Help us.
Help us.
Maybe not Samuel, but I mean. But yeah, but lift us up.
I beg, just help us.
Anyway, so we want to start this episode with a game. So the game is we're all gonna give dry jokes. So this game, we're all gonna give dry jokes. So anybody's dry joke that is the driest joke, that we all laugh at. Of course, dry jokes are not meant to be funny, like you're not meant to laugh. But anybody's one that is below the ground, would anchor this episode. So promise, go first.
You know the worst part. I knew it was coming here, so I'm very prepared.
The guy is shocked.
Yeah.
What do you call a fake noodle?
You have no idea.
An impasta.
Oh my God.
That's a really dry joke.
Very, very dry. All right. Why do graveyards?
Why must it be about dates?
Why don't graveyards get filled?
People are dying to get in.
Okay, fair point. But now they laugh. It's really funny.
I was no dry. So how about you?
Oh God.
I'll be shocked if I laugh, man.
I'll tell you because yummy me on joke. Is this life not a joke already?
Oh my God.
Anyways, I see this one online. What is this talking about?
Are you okay?
Make we deal for this podcast. What's the one thing in life you can actually always count on?
I didn't get that.
What's the one thing in life you can always count on?
God.
This one now redo now.
That's good. Actually, you can always count on God.
Yes, I count on you. If I count on you, no go shock.
They do like this.
But you show more, yeah, man.
All right now. But it's actually a calculator.
Hey, my God.
It's too dry. Even me. I spit on the joke.
What?
Anyways, I was really dry. Who has not cracked?
Samuel.
Okay, so that's over to me. So this is a story of someone else. So the man told his wife to embrace her mistakes. it's funny. You are laughing. And the woman gave the husband a hug.
That's actually deep. Say the man at first mistake. Make we first clear the air.
To be very honest, I didn't understand the joke, but I wanted someone to anchor the program. That's why I'm laughing this hard.
Intel mumbo. I go understand.
Okay.
So
Actually, that go say we laugh like that.
Yeah, so Samuel, over to you.
Over to you now.
How are you guys? Yura, let's start with you. How are you?
See, my bro. Well, first off, it has been a lot. I genuinely want to sleep on this podcast if you are watching me, really, because I'm actually very tired. This particular episode, I'm actually very tired. But
Because Igboro tough gun.
Igboro
tight,
tough,
man.
so
Igboro tight gun.
so I came into Lagos. I traveled
From Ibadan.
from Ibadan.
From Ibadan. After going to Ikorodu and getting back to Ibadan.
Okay, so let me tell you
Now
guys.
only you
what
love
happened.
Jesus. Jesus calls you.
So today is Saturday. On Friday, that was yesterday, I was in a wedding. After the wedding in Ibadan, I rushed down to Korodu for a meeting. Then Saturday morning, this morning, I had to go back to Ibadan for the second day of the wedding. And now I'm in Lagos back shooting the podcast. So, but that's not the thing. The funny thing is when I was coming. So, no, that wait. So I left the park around past 8-ish. This driver now, first of all, those commercial drivers, those guys are very, very naughty. Like, bro, like they are very, very naughty. They don't go buy fuel. Now, if una don't they go, then it doesn't make sense to me. Before you pick people, is it just me? Before you pick people,
Pastor no go like say I talk 1 year already go for this podcast. Or Pastor, you go correct me after.
really, because these guys, Oga, before you put people into this goddamn vehicle, buy fuel now.
Yeah.
You will now carry us. Now carry us to go
Exactly.
and buy fuel.
Buy fuel.
That doesn't.
Almost all of them
They
do.
go
Yes.
when they tell you sorry.
So like, why you telling me
Yeah.
sorry?
Why are you telling me
Why?
sorry? They go
You
buy the
dey-
fuel.
Yeah.
You know, see, you guys are talking from a point of privilege. Oh. They tell you sorry. They tell you
That's
sorry.
actually some of them they don't care.
Bro, you supposed to know. Say this no
Exactly,
Uber.
this no-
This no Uber.
Bro. So we shall do we left the park, we're coming, blah blah blah. The guy took us to go and buy fuel. Well, no complaint. There was no queue, right?
Yeah.
So we're going. This guy was not accelerating. The guy just did do. So there was this guy sitting at my back in the bus. This guy, he be like say, the boy in a street boy, right? So he be like say, the boy sleep. Come wake up. Come realize
Una never
we
go
don't use.
far.
see, it was too mad. Go realize we don't use 2.5 hours. And we never even reach anywhere. The boy just dey para. You see, wallahi, mo no agbalagba ni
Malu, yeah.
You see, wallahi, malu. The guy said dey para.
Translate.
Okay, so he said, I've never beaten an elderly person before, but I will beat
Oh,
you.
we beat you.
So the driver now told him.
Wallahi
That-
means I swear.
Wallahi means I swear. So the driver was not telling the guy that. The driver was not telling the guy that he's just matter having blah blah blah. Guess what the guy did? Literally, please let this boss stop. Please, I beg you. Like he was begging with his life.
Oh,
Lagos is
God.
crazy.
No, Lagos, Nigeria is wild.
Oh,
No,
God.
it reminds me of one thing. So I was using bus one time. I was coming for work.
Mhm.
And then, because of change, this woman starts to argue with the driver. Guess what she does? She looks at the guy. She says, "You will see me this night." Beside me, oh. I say,
Oh,
"Boss,
wow.
will be say all of us just dey go." I wanted to say, the way conductor that was arguing with her, that one was not begging her at the same time buying
Shepherd. Say, please, don't do anything to me, but at the same time, make evidence of this one.
God.
Like, I use one guy
Make
first.
this one guy.
I remember the story that Banjo shared when he was driving.
It was
And he was coming back. I was coming back from work. So he had Lena at the back of his car. Bro,
Lagos, right?
Nigeria.
And they were just-
God, Nigeria is bullying.
You were
It's
just
wild.
shouting for back.
Nah,
Lena
nah,
and you.
nah, nah.
Lena, okay,
Oh there, oh there, oh there, oh there, oh there. Belena
As you
Simba
know,
Sanda.
Lato de lo lale.
It is very funny.
Oh my Lord.
Nigeria. You see those
Lagos.
Dafo people, they are so petty that because you are a learner, of course, they are
Exactly.
still trying to know how to overtake,
So they go
maneuver,
on bully
maintain
you.
the-
Yeah.
But if they
They go on
could,
bully.
so if they overtake you, they will now slow down to look at you and
Look
say,
at-
"Oh, there."
Oh, like, just go.
Yeah.
So this guy was literally like, I looked back. He was not joking. That was the amusing part for me. He was begging the man that,
Please let
okay,
the car
motor
break
it
down.
is slow. Please let it break down. I beg you. Like, he was literally begging. And I was like, bruh.
And
Like, if they beg God for mercy like this, your life supposed not change. Like, it was like a jaw. Okay, I'm having mouth. I agree, but a jaw. A drejek motor it tackle. Please, let it, please. It was like,
He got so mad.
bro, man. Anyways,
That's
that's
wild.
an interesting
Bro,
thing.
dangerous. Go.
Samuel, what's one of the hardest things you've faced in Lagos?
In Lagos, have I faced? I've not really faced that many wild
You know they
things.
remember your trauma.
Mm-hmm.
You have been
Good.
traumatized.
That's good.
See, trauma
a
did
good
not
one.
matter to you is
But
It
do
could
I
be a
really
situation, it
remember?
could be people.
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 I like as we the older.
okay.
Because we know say if you go some areas now,
It don't be for you.
it don't be for
Don't be for you. You don't know.
Oh God. I think the wildest thing was when I was learning how to drive that time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't with my car at that time. It was my dad's car. I think it was an Xterra. I can't remember. I think it was an Xterra.
That Jeep.
Right.
Nissan.
Yes. That,
Oh, that,
Xterra,
that yeah.
That was what I used to learn how
No,
to
no,
drive.
Sabi, I'm just the enable you. No worry.
So that was what
But I actually be remember that
yeah,
car.
that was what I used to learn how to drive that time. And there was a time we went out, so you learn, you put car for road, ginger day body,
Yeah.
Active.
So we went to one market, right? That time I followed my people to the market that time. So they drove there. I said, okay, from there we'll start coming back. I'll just enter. We parked by the side of the road. So I want to come out of the parking. Normally as you're coming out of parallel parking, you're meant to be coming out small. Mo yiton fully. I turned the steering fully
The
like
one
this.
The other. Jesus.
As I turned the steering fully like this, they say they hype me for coming safe. My head is swell, as
Until
I
you touch person.
as I release the brake like this,
Hey.
boom, that place scatter.
Kai.
Bro, I did not hit anybody. Thank God. I
Okay,
didn't hit
but-
anybody. But
Ah.
see insults. Oloshi, all there. Oh, Lopolo. Man,
It's going to be perfect.
insults.
Instead
As
of go.
I now, I want bone. I'm just waka come out. As I reached the turning to
People
take
are
a
very
U-turn,
petty. They will follow
the
you.
Dafo driver came down. No. He followed me. He came to block me. He came down. He did swear for me. He said, oh there, you don't know how to drive. Why you dey carry car?
But give me grace too now.
Man, it was wild. You know what happened? After that, I just removed the key and I gave it to them. I said, let's
You know,
go.
go rush again.
I'm
Because to drive go the ginger. You.
Let's be going on. So I just handed it off. So
Promise has not spoken.
that was a
So
wild one.
I want to ask Promise, but there was a time I was coming from Ibadan to Supernatural class, I think. So I was in Oshodi. Like, I just came down from the Ibadan
crazy.
bus. Like, I just,
It's crazy.
like, fresh from Ibadan. That counts. Fresh from Ibadan. I just reached Oshodi. So, not be say stampede day,
Yeah.
but there was a bit
A
of
lot of
traffic,
people, yeah.
late traffic, yeah, a lot of people. This guy, of course, loud, so just at my back, just pushed me.
cause you crawl on, no, it's so slow. And I'm like, bro, the little people, should I jump?
I just looked at the guy. Usually, I used to sometimes say, Afa, relax.
Relax,
But that day I was like, this doesn't even make sense. Like,
the life where we dey live for Lagos.
It's not like
It's not real.
life.
It's not
It's not
real.
life.
It's not
You
like
go hear
not
say
life.
person wake up by 4 o'clock, go walk,
Go walk.
come back by 12 a.m.
Like
to
this
go
thing
back
is
by
not
4.
life.
yeah.
Bro, it's not life now.
It's
Not
not
life.
So
I know be so people supposed to live like.
everybody has
Now
was
why
it-
everybody they vex?
yes now.
Now
Know how
everybody
you
dey
know how
vex.
you will not vex.
Now so this one a sad story, but I go share talk am. So there was one of my former colleagues that died, and when they were reading good things about him, they said, "Oh, this man was such a good man. If you call him by 2 a.m., he will pick your call."
Wow. So that's the accolade.
As
I
in,
got the reason say, this man no dey rest. Una dey
Yeah,
talk-
accolade.
now why this guy just
They talk and so that the rest of now, if they call you by
as
2,
in by
Uh,
2
you
yeah.
learn from him
I'm
that
if
Alpha.
you call me by 2 a.m.
he dey whine?
Mole shape my phone.
Now if I dey awake by 2 a.m. now,
I'm
Spark
telling you.
crazy. So yeah, promise you have any story for us? You haven't got maybe any
story.
crazy thing.
Nothing is coming to
just how
mind
are you,
currently.
Sha?
Well, how am I? I'm good, right?
Igboru tough.
Nothing is coming to mind now when it comes to the stories part. But I know that if I take out time to think about it, definitely I'll have a lot of things to say, because I mean this is Lagos, right?
Many
But
things happen.
I think I'll just talk about how my month has been, my week. So
This boy
currently,
first why not say you no get story.
Now
You
you want
go
to
merry-go-round. You can't tell us say you
Yes,
get story.
see, everybody, we all know what we are
We
doing.
all know. We
Now,
all know
Lamasia
what we
boy
are
now.
doing.
Lamasia now, graduate
So-
trainee.
So basically, for the month, this month has been very challenging for me. It's not been easy, I won't lie. It's not been easy at all, right? but I mean, I thank God. We always win at the end of the day. I mean, with God. And when it comes to work has been really, really challenging also. You take one step forward and you take like 5 steps backward because of a lot of what's it called, bureaucracy and all that. And I mean, you are a project manager, a product manager, and
Yeah.
one of the things that we try to do, we try to put time, and we try to like
Timelines.
put
Many of
timelines.
us, we no get
Timelines.
career now.
Eh.
Are you As this one we go there marriage. Exactly. As in,
Opolo agree. So I mean, we have what's it called, timeline, right?
Yeah.
We have timeline and everything. So when your engineers tell you, start telling you things like, this
Well, this
timeline.
podcast don't be serious.
This, like, this
Okay.
happened, Yeah.
Baba make a yarn.
No, carry on.
So
Carry on,
basically,
carry
so when you put maybe 2 days to work on something. Now this is what I'm just trying to explain to you what happens
Yeah.
usually. Okay, we have like 2 days to work on something, and boom, you start working on it. You now notice that a particular platform that you are meant to integrate on what you are working on, right, is not working, and that particular platform was provided by the client.
Yeah.
So now it takes like 1 week
Takes longer.
to to fix that thing, and
Yeah.
something that your tax that is meant to be a 2-day tax. You now have to now
extend,
use 1 week,
extend
and
Exactly. Yeah.
sometimes it
Can be
just
tiring.
You just
I
want to give up
understand.
sometimes.
or if you give up now,
Yes.
because
If
if
you
you
ma-
give up,
if-
you
if
mess
you
up.
ma-
You give up now. Every man fight, yeah.
So that's just been it for me.
I mean, some of these things you go remove now.
No, leave it.
Now give up,
Leave
mess
it.
up.
It's just, I mean,
But now who
it's
give
a
up
reset.
actually
Yeah,
mess up.
normally, if you
actually
give up,
mess
you
up.
mess up,
Mm.
right? Just keep
But
pushing.
you say don't try now. You say give up now. Now what for you? You
Yeah.
never
But
try.
it gets some things where we say,
You should
if you
actually
don't
give
do
up.
too much, just give up.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Just
I mean,
give
they
up.
follow babe talk. She they
Because not
she they want you.
not
You don't
giving
give
up.
up.
Oh, yeah, let's say this one. And I will say this on this video. If you the young babe, she tell you no. Omo yam is fisile now.
You see, like go move on now.
Go move on now.
There are many fishes
Like,
in the river.
There are many people. See, it's one thing, we advise men to chase women.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an aspect of that in relationships such that if you are going to lead this woman, at the end of the day, you should start the leadership from even how you,
Yeah.
start the approach. And
Mhm.
there's that space for you leading the woman, you loving this woman. All those
Leading the
things.
woman, not leading the woman on.
on.
Mm.
Hmm.
Come on, Yami.
This match, you must
I'm
support.
telling you.
You must score the goal.
I'm telling you.
You must score the goal. But carry on.
Anyways,
Oh, I don't really
Someone
know.
say we must score.
Carry on.
I'm telling you.
If we score,
we score
carry
this
on.
goal,
if we score, it don't go good.
if Lewandowski mistakenly touch this ball,
Carry on.
The way-
nah. Carry on.
The way
It's
your man
day.
just they do assists.
It's your day.
but my point is, see, you like woman, you pursue woman, but there is balance to it. If you pursue the woman, we be say she don't tell you no, she don't tell you no. Fisile now.
Yeah.
Leave her alone because see, women, and I would, and if I'm lying, any woman can.
Baba,
comment
me, I
on that.
believe you.
They make things easy.
If they like you.
If they
If they
like
like
you,
There is something like green light,
I'm Oyami.
and I'm sure. I mean, as a guy, you would have experienced this before. You know when a
It's not
girl.
everybody that has experienced that, bro.
Well,
Don't
sha-
generalize.
But you can tell when a girl likes you.
But you can
Yeah,
tell.
but you can tell when
Yeah.
it
You
is
can
like-
tell. You can even tell when she's ready to have that conversation
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
But I saw one post online, and this girl kept telling the guy she's a bad person.
Say she's
Kept giving
wicked.
her, telling
It's
him
not
that
you, it's me.
and you think that you will change her because you are what? You are
Holy
Pep
Spirit.
Guardiola.
Asal now.
Asal now. Someone say she's wicked. Believe her.
Yeah.
Believe her. Like she's wicked. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leave her alone. She says she doesn't like you. Leave her alone. Like have some form of shame. See,
Self-respect.
like respect
Shame,
yourself.
shame
Because,
actually.
see, of course, as a Christian, we are led by God, and some of this is from the Christian perspective. You can say God leads men, and for some people, they say, "Oh, God led me to this woman," and so I started talking to this woman. I wanted to date her. But if the babe tells you, "God did not tell me anything, and I don't like you," leave her alone.
But I have a question for you, Badjo.
All right.
What if I see a girl in church, for example,
Mhm.
and I like the girl. I talk to her, oh, let's go on a date. Let's go and take ice cream, watch movies, right? Or say,
Is you too real, man?
say,
I just do it.
say let's do something fun. And she says, oh, I want to pray about it.
She not really rates you.
Yeah, I say,
Are you sure?
I believe
Let me give context because people watching this thing might not know. So
Okay.
this is somebody that we probably have some sort of rapport.
Rapport with you.
Yeah, I mean, we talk often and all of those things.
So is it that
Mhm.
did you ask her out, or you just say you want to go and eat?
Let's just go and eat. Let's just go and do something. Let's just
Do
go and
something.
eat. Let's just go out.
And she knows
She knows me.
she knows your mutuals.
She knows my spiritual father, knows my
she
spiritual,
knows
knows
everybody.
everything.
Knows everybody.
But she wants to pray about that.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
But she doesn't pray about any other thing that I bring away. Not me, really, but yeah.
I get it. Of course, no be you now. You just the guy.
I just no worry. Pedri.
On a serious note, there's place for prayer and all these things. But I mean, we are just going to have a conversation. Like, I've not gotten to the point where I'm asking you out.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to know you. You're also trying to know me. I don't
What-
think that's the point.
That's
where-
the point. You are not getting it. She's not trying to
She's
know.
not
you.
trying to- she doesn't want to know
Like we
you.
are
Yeah,
guys.
no,
Wants to
So
know.
exactly, like these are signs she doesn't want
Just
to know
doesn't
you.
like the person.
Just move
yeah.
on.
You know,
Just
and maybe
move on.
out of respect, she's just telling you, you know what, Yami, I want to pray about it. Well, if God answers her prayer when she responds,
Let
When
God
she
be God.
prays.
when she prays,
When she prays. No, if she prays.
if she prays,
Yeah, if.
you know, and you see, Christian ladies also need to be direct sometimes.
Yeah, we over spiritualize some
We
things, which is
over-spiritualize-
unnecessary many
you know,
I
times.
we
was
live in
waiting for
this
you
shit.
guys. I was waiting for you guys to get here because I wanted to say something. See,
Go ahead, promise.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Now, the thing is, when we say things like we over spiritualize some things, I've
Mhm.
gotten to the point where I feel like it's fine if you do that. Let me explain. I feel
Alright.
like we don't see, we don't understand the impact that one wrong friendship can have on our lives.
On our
Talk
lives.
less of one wrong relationship.
That's
True.
valid. That's very
True.
valid.
Yes,
But what
I'm
you
being
do-
I'm being very
Oh,
wise.
Boy, you smart, girl.
So like we do not So we are more
Especially when it
impressionable
comes
than we
to
think.
relationships.
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
See, I'm talking about friendships too.
Friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relationships. Yeah, friendships.
Like,
yeah.
Friendship, yeah, true.
See, it's that. See, it is
It's
serious.
very serious.
If she says, I mean, this case now, this particular case is just flimsy. But if for real, this person wants to pray, you want, go and
No,
pray.
exactly. Like there's space for that.
There's,
Like,
there's
if
space for
someone
that
wants
too,
to pray,
because
well,
actually
I mean,
do
we
agree.
pray about everything.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
believers,
We should pray
Should
about
we
everything.
should
about
pray
everything.
about everything.
But
Prayer
Some things
shouldn't
are
be an
unnecessary.
afterthought.
I want to carry. So this is not the first time we are entering my car. This is not the first time they would both probably give us food in a place. I will eat the food together.
It's too funny.
Where this badge now?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Make I finish my scenario now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Do you know the scenario?
Carry on.
I
No,
carry on with
we
you.
did with you.
The
but
way you
you
are
are-
laughing.
We did with you. we
No,
did
you
with
didn't pass for me, say by the press. I didn't. You didn't press. Pressure people are money.
Bro, it's in the air, boy, this one.
Because it's so funny, guy. I actually like that. I'm pressing.
But like but the truth is, on one hand, it is very important to pray, right? Because, like I said, we are more impressionable than we think.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, see, sometimes it's just it's just unnecessary. I feel like there is a level of knowing that you have. Like there's a way you know someone, you know the person's mutuals, you know a lot about the person, and because of that, your wall should not be that obsessive.
Yeah.
Like you should give that person the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
Let the person mess up. Let the person be an idiot first before you judge the person. Do you get what I'm saying? So like in that case,
Promise, I'm so sorry. Sometimes, I mean, you can even be very close to this person that that you're having same party or something. Like like having a
I don't
party.
know. This ball is low. This match.
I mean, you're having a party. You trust this person so much that can you let this person
For
to
your
you out.
previous life, you go be coach. Mario go like you. You go be assistant coach.
Now you go the mental pep.
I'm telling you.
yeah, like
But
we
yeah,
said,
Sam,
I think.
Sam, what do you have
Anyways.
to say about it?
Yeah.
I think I've already said my piece on it. To be honest,
Add your expert thoughts.
your 2 cents.
I've said my piece on it. I mean, when it comes to relationships, I'm no expert. Though. First off, this expert thought to they talk. I
No,
don't
of course
understand.
not.
No, of course.
So
You
obviously,
know now, you
But
don't
there are
want-
pieces you can put together.
yeah.
To make
I
a
mean, so when it-
masterpiece.
Oh
when
my
it comes,
the thing is,
There's something. There's something in this
he
room
puts
now.
pieces together and he shatters pieces.
Okay.
my
He
God.
shatters them to pieces.
My
I
God.
will make you laugh.
All right. So when it comes to relationships, I believe it's better if everybody's is direct,
Mhm.
right?
This the way promise talk just makes sense. So you
Believe
put pieces
everybody.
together, it just shatters into 2 pieces. You're a very bad person, but
If
no,
everybody's
this is good.
direct,
Okay. You know, first thing people need to be. If you don't like someone,
yeah. If
right?
everybody's direct,
Tell
so,
the person.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Me
You see,
personally,
even
yeah.
if the person is stupid enough not to agree, that let it be very
Yeah.
clear.
clear.
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
That see, I don't like you.
Yeah.
But on another note, right? Or see, I feel like many guys, when it comes to that kind of thing, like a lot of us look at. Now, I'll say this thing, but I'll explain very well. A lot of us look at relationships from a scarcity
Mindset.
like from a point of like scarcity, like with scarcity,
Yeah.
with a scarcity mindset and all that, Abi. Yeah. So one of the major things that does for us is, on one hand, I believe that when you're with somebody, you should be with the person. Like you should really be with the person. The person should enjoy. You should be in quotes. You should be an idiot in quote. Like simp. Let the person simp back. Like 2 simps. But obviously you are dating. Your mind, like your brain is there. It's
yeah,
not.
your brain is
I mean, you are
Active.
dating
You are dating
intelligently. Right?
intelligently.
Very,
You are
very
dating
important.
intelligently.
But on the other hand, right? See, at the end of the day, I don't lose my train of thought. I was going to say something.
But I think this is what he was trying to say.
I was going to.
Is that someone reciprocates whatever you are giving.
You are
Yes,
giving,
obvious,
yeah.
right? Like I can't just be doing this much and then you are doing half. Even though there are points in relationships
Where
where
it's
it's
not going
like
to be 100.
100,
Yeah.
30. So
50,
it's
yeah.
exactly, it's not 50,
Yeah,
50.
I agree.
But see, everybody needs to come with their game. And we especially need to say it for this generation where people hold back.
Yeah.
Like we have, I mean, there are a lot of single people, for instance, even amongst us.
All
This
of
room-
us are
This
single.
room, this room is so strong. Strong with a cloud of single men.
So
But if we really deep it, we find that the reason people don't go all the way these days is that, yes, there's good level of shame in everyone, but there's also this holding back.
yeah.
People are holding back
Yeah.
with their feelings, with their idea of, well, your idea of romance should be good, but
Yeah.
people are holding back a lot. And people need to start expressing themselves.
Express
It's not-
yourself. Like
it's not bad
you are
to-
not. You are not.
You
a
are
fool.
not, no, you are not a fool, exactly.
Yeah.
If you, of course, you are a fool if you continue when someone is
As they told you, no.
told you no
Yeah.
and told you, see, I don't like this thing.
Mhm.
But at the same time, when you are feeling someone, the person is like, guys, put effort.
As in,
Show
thing
them.
is
you
expat,
know,
Joe.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really
On the
piss
other
me off.
hand,
I
what I was
truly
going to
agree
say
with that.
about this whole scarcity mentality is this. On the other hand, you not say because there are many fishes in the river, you're not going to give this person your best.
Yeah.
Do you
Mhm.
understand? See, like you're not trying to manipulate anybody, but see,
Yeah.
like you guys may not, because at the end of the days, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a relationship, it's not a marriage. Anything
Yeah,
can
true.
happen.
Anything.
But see, let this person actually experience what it means to be loved by
Loved
somebody.
By somebody. Yeah.
So I think that there is an angle we are not talking from, and I think we should also see it from that place. I get your point where, some people hold back.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't want to believe that in all cases is because they just want to.
Obviously.
So I want to talk about trauma,
Mhm.
which I think is a very, very important
Very,
angle
very important.
to see this from.
And you're making,
as it
I'll
pertains to-
piggyback off what you're about to say. So
Okay,
carry on.
okay. As it pertains
Right
to,
on, no more young.
I will now.
This is
I
your
am
day.
Pedri,
Feel at home.
Rama, you be
telling
steering.
you.
I dey press like Dembele.
You dey on the ball.
Alright.
Yeah, they breathe heavily.
That is too funny. That
I'm
is too
still
funny.
unfortunate.
Anyways, so Babs, I know okay. I dey press like Dembele. So yeah, trauma.
Yeah.
So I believe that, to be very honest, before you, so I have two thoughts. I'll say the second one first, then the first one. The second one is, I believe that before you go into a relationship, right, deal with yourself first.
Mm.
So you ought to deal with yourself before you
Mm.
can deal with somebody else.
Deal
Some
with
people
someone.
genuinely want to love people,
Yeah.
but they don't know how to, or they used to know how
Deep
to.
point. So.
But no, now for you.
But
You think I come
things-
and complain?
Now
I
for
come
you.
I come here, but don't come here. You think I
Come dey play.
Come dey play.
Opola
Come.
agree.
Come dey play.
If
Oh,
you say,
my
they,
word.
they call you come wine, just make you just the wine.
Just set camera, mom just the talk mindset. I said they press like Dembele now
I
to
tell
score
you.
now.
All right now.
So yeah, you need to deal with yourself before you deal with,
Do with others.
or before you can. Some people genuinely want to love people, right? In some cases, they don't know how to, probably because of how they've been
They've
raised,
been raised.
or background, exposure, whatever.
Mm.
Some people used to know, and
Experiences.
an experience
Experience
just changed it.
Changed that.
True.
And to be very honest,
True.
many a times when you listen to those experiences, they're usually valid.
Valid, yeah.
Very, very
True.
valid. I mean, take for
And
example,
it's a
when you
point
hear of
theory.
somebody who, by the way, there's somebody watching this podcast now, right? I think that you have two siblings,
Ha!
right? I
This
think
man is
that,
prophetic, by the way.
so I
No
think
be
that
shere.
we make I talk this thing out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that you have two siblings. I'm seeing like the first child thereabout, and it's like, so this is how I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing like parents like a topic, not topic, like a heading, right? And I'm seeing void. So meaning maybe one of your parent is
Not
absent or dead, or
absent, yeah,
both
or
of
dead,
them,
yeah.
but there is a default.
There's a
There,
gap.
both of them are not
It's a
around.
gap, yeah.
One is that one of them or both of them are not around. But the Lord says to open your heart to relationships again. This is how He wants you to open your heart, because that's very blanket, right? The Lord says to pray about it.
Mm.
So you've been taking steps, actionable steps, right?
Yeah.
You've not prayed about it, right? You've just been okay. So
You just been gallivant, you can glide. No.
you've just been okay. And truthfully speaking, you are even correct, because of course, if I did call you, you did cut my call, I will call you again. In fact, I will not be calling anybody again. No can whine me.
Yeah.
I guess FS team.
Yeah.
So by that, you've withdrawn away from even those people. You know, Yoruba people have an adage. You know, they say that if you close your eyes for all the evil people to walk past, you won't know when the angels or when an angel would also walk past. Do you understand? So the Lord said to pray about it. Anyways,
So where you in Yoruba? I beg you.
so Taba.
English, no, they make this thing sweet. I beg.
So Taba diju ki àwọn ẹni bí kó kọjá àní mo gbà táńgẹ́lì máa kọjá, right?
That's deep.
So yeah. So
You are too deep, I beg.
Ẹ̀mí mi wọ́n bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
olóòláìdé ẹ̀mí mọ́ ń bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ olóòláìdé òun press bí Dembele
I'm telling you, don't press. Like,
òun keep highline.
oh, that video too funny.
So the trauma response, truly, and traumatic response are usually very valid many a times, because they find comfort
They bring back feels,
in
man.
that.
Carry on.
So
no,
they find
carry on.
comfort in how they are behaving, right? So they see it as a coping mechanism. So
Coping
usually
mechanism.
responses to trauma are usually like coping mechanisms, right? Of how to feel absent from the trauma itself. I don't know if you get my point. Yes.
We
So-
get you, my yummy.
No, I know. So I think that's also an angle. So some people generally want to love,
Yeah.
of course, but they don't
So I
know
think
how
that's a good
to.
perspective. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
Yeah,
be-
so
and I
and
think we have
you've
finished.
made that's
super
it's
solid.
too good.
You are blessed, Abi.
It's quite
Man of
amazing.
God, you are
right?
blessed.
I'm
There's
blessed.
oil on your head.
I know.
I'm blessed. So, I mean, when it comes to trauma responses and, going back,
Meanwhile, you are
going
hearing
back
expert insights.
going back to,
Tips. The best you can do is just to subscribe and share.
I'm telling you.
honestly,
We are not saying give us money.
like,
Are we
share,
begging them for money?
subscribe, comment,
I'm begging you
everything.
for money. Please just like, share,
So,
subscribe.
Yeah.
You don't have rights over their life.
Oh yeah, we are begging.
So
Please
what's-
now.
So back to what I said at the beginning, right?
What did you say at the beginning?
Let me land now. I want to say what I said at the beginning.
Make it process some.
So when I was talking about people coming direct, and that speaks to the willingness of people to enter things. I mean, this use case is talking about relationship,
Yeah.
right? And the truth about the matter, and as Yuel has rightly stated, willingness sometimes is not enough. Why? And I'll say why. Right? Trauma. The way trauma affects the human mind is that
Yeah.
it becomes the lens in which you see other
Every
things.
other
thing.
Yeah.
So in such a way,
Oh, yeah, deep gun. Oh, deep gun. I'm in tears, bro.
oh
No,
God.
knowledge they cry. Knowledge they weak,
So,
bro.
right?
I'm every pass.
Baba don't give knowledge. ACL.
I'm telling you.
So
ACL
in
is
such a
doing.
way, that
Exams go plenty for
that
this thing.
there are things you
You are
want.
the beg, you are the
Oh, my poor baju.
Exams they cry for this.
So-
for this
so-
little comment.
That's the way you would see things. There's an example I remember, right? I heard a man of God give an example. He said that there was this lady, right? She married her husband, but the man did not used to snore in his sleep. So she now interpreted that as him being less of a man, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
And now, yes, it actually became an
That's
issue.
quite novel.
Yeah, it became an issue in the relationship. She was always saying that he's not a man and all that. They now dug in, and it was because he didn't used to snore. And this is why it was so important to her. When she was growing up, the place they lived, it wasn't too safe. So whenever she wants to use the toilet at night, she has to leave the main house and then go out. But as she's going out, she hears her father snoring. So hearing the man snoring gave her security, gave her comfort.
That my father is active.
Yes, that
And
the-
online.
you know,
And
that
online.
he's present.
Oh, that's
So
so deep.
now that has now shaped how she sees men when it comes to
Bro.
security and comfort. So as the husband was not
That's
snoring to
wild,
her,
man.
this man,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
not,
that's-
he's
that's
he's
such
not
a-
going to be able to, to take care of me, to protect me. So that's the example of what, a trauma lens can do. So,
Yeah.
and there's something, that someone said to me, it's so profound. Hurts people, hurts people.
Is it
Yeah.
Pastor Mike Todd that said that?
Yeah.
Hurts people,
Broken
hurts
people break
people. You
people.
might not intend to
To
hurt
do,
a
yeah.
person,
Yeah.
but inadvertently, you do it.
You do
right?
it.
So I advise, right, before you deal, heal. Right? Before you deal,
But-
heal.
Before we say this, because I feel this healing thing is very generic.
It's
What
very-
do people?
It's very.
What do you mean by healing?
What do I mean
Emotional
by healing?
healing,
Yeah,
really.
emotional
Like,
healing.
what do you mean
like,
by
so-
emotional healing?
So there's a fallacy, right? That when
Oh,
you
drive, Lord.
let's say
Lena.
Lena, leave him on time.
all right, so there's a school of thought, a fallacy that time heals wounds,
Aristo too.
right?
Omo, yeah.
Time does not.
Stone
You're gonna allow me land now.
Okay.
Because I don't want to lose my chain of thought.
All right.
Time really does not heal wounds. So the fact that, let's say you had, I'm talking about relationship now, you had a
Yeah.
last relationship, or it was a bad breakup, or whatever kind of breakup it was, right?
Mhm.
Because of that, now maybe you trust less, you are not as open when
To
it
other
comes to
people.
relationships, so you are very closed off,
I tell people you have to,
Right.
have to pray.
right?
Before you go on it.
Sometimes
Right?
even talking stage breakups.
Right? So, yeah, that's actually true. And we're going to get there. Since you are driving there, no wahala, we're going to go there. So,
Okay,
you now sort of believe that, okay, because this thing, it's been a while. Let's say
Yeah.
it took you 3 years before you thought about entering something else. And then
Yeah.
you didn't really actually take the active steps to say, okay, this relationship, and what were things that happened,
Hmm.
that have led to a distorted view of how I view the opposite sex,
Sex.
a distorted view of how I view relationships generally.
Mhm.
And sometimes you would actually need therapy.
Mhm.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need therapy to speak to a professional about it, and
Apart
also
from therapy, uncle.
and also sit down with yourself, right? Think through things, right? What happened? How
Not
did it
just
make
even
you?
think through things
How did it make
because
you feel? Right.
because if
Hold on.
it's-
Let me
yeah.
finish my thought.
make
How
I
did-
know anger.
how did it make you feel? Right. And also pray to the Lord about it. Right. And the Lord is not. He's not an inanimate,
Yeah.
object.
Mm.
He's a living being, right?
Being,
He's
yeah.
our Father, so He speaks back and He helps us, with things like this. So I would say those are main things,
Main
right?
things.
When it comes
Just to add to
when
what you
it
said,
comes to
because
that, yeah.
when people say see through things, think through things, you are still sitting with yourself.
Hmm.
And I want to bring the word angle to this because it's only when you renew your mind that you are changed. Like your
that's
mind,
very
that's
valid.
you
Yeah.
have better lenses to things. Because someone can see through things
And it's still the
and
same
still
length. Yeah, that's true.
the person will see yawo,
Mhm.
the person will still be mad. So ideally, I think it's is it Corinthians now or Romans where Paul says, "Do not conform to this world, but be transformed
Transformed
by the renewal
by the
of
renewal of man."
yeah,
Because
right, yeah.
how people genuinely heal sometimes is that their minds
Are
Need
renewed.
to be
become
renewed.
transformed.
Yeah, that's
so
very true.
away from what culture is saying, because culture has different definitions of and what healing looks
Healing
like,
is,
and
yeah.
therapy and all those things are good. I advise people to do that, but away from that, what does your mind look like? Some people's minds need to be renewed. Their thoughts need to change. The way they view things need to change. And if they go with the same pattern, whatever time they use in allowing time for healing wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very valid. I think we've spoken very extensively.
I'm telling you, on this
Extensively.
relationship thing.
So I feel like another thing that we should talk about is the fact that you should not be ignorant of the devices of the devil, right? we have this culture where we have this thing where that happens where people are like we have this thing that happens where people are like what's this thing called again? You break up with somebody, something happens, and the person is now your enemy. See, God will not
Oh
cause,
my God.
God will not cause
Thank
God
you
will
for
not-
writing there, sir.
God will not cause so God will not stop being good because that boy broke up with you or
Yeah.
or that girl broke up with you. Right?
Interestingly,
And another thing that you should do is this. Another thing that you should make sure, like another thing that you should be careful of is allowing the devil to take advantage of your heart.
Mm.
Because one of the things that
Yeah.
can happen is this: you may be angry. You know, it's just like addictions and pornography and all that. Oh, you maybe you are a social smoker, right? You take it
social
from
drinker.
here. You
Some
take it
people
from
are
point
socially
A to
smart.
point B. Then the devil now says, "Oh yeah, now you have come to point B. Let me take it further." Do you understand? So I mean, and you now start asking yourself, "Oh, how did I become this hurt? How did I become this
This bitter.
bitter? How did I
bitter.
become this person?" Do you know? And again, one of the major things is if you want to move forward in life, you have to live light.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is you have to make sure
Drop
that
weights.
like drop weight. Dropping weight in this sense is like, yes, people will hurt you. People will do a lot of
Yeah,
things
a lot of evil things.
a lot
to you.
of crazy things to you. But
Because
see,
humans, like Pastor Nelson will say, we hume.
Hume.
we humans with human.
And they will hume.
And
My
we human.
God.
But at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes strength would not be seen in revenge. Sometimes strength is seen in forgiveness.
This guy don't speak like Nelson Mandela now.
Do you understand? Like strength is seen in forgiveness. How that okay, all these things happen and you're like, normally I supposed to do this and I supposed to do this thing, but something has happened to me. See, one of the biggest things that I've heard from Pastor Nelson is there is nothing that you cannot forgive as a believer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You shouldn't be able to
Especially when you
forgive
look
us.
at
See,
what Jesus has done.
forgiveness is a bloody matter. Is a bloody issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody had to die for your forgiveness
Yeah.
as a believer. So
Yeah.
how much more?
So, Brams, I want to piggyback off this thing you're saying.
Continue.
So, I dropped a video on my Instagram like a
You have
couple of
been
months
sorry
ago.
a lot in this episode. Yeah.
So I dropped a video on Instagram a couple of months ago, and I was talking about how, as a believer, as a Christian, right, you can't live the Christian life without the help of the Holy Spirit. I mean, that is why
Yeah.
the Christian life is a supernatural life, to be very honest. So living the Christian life, in fact, hope you know that by yourself, and of course by yourself,
Yeah.
you can't do many of these things that is being required of you to do as a believer.
Yes,
Like this thing promise said. You get some people where they go offend you. You go one bite in your sofa goes. Say,
Tell
oh,
me.
go. Mark, bye. But
I agree.
right. So many of the things we have been asked. I mean, that's why scriptures will now say that it works in us.
Both
to
to
will
will and to do
of his good
of
pleasure.
his good pleasure.
Oh God.
But so
that's
the
one of the best
willingness
verses in the Bible.
and the
the
doing
ability.
is not even by you
By you
because
alone.
in
Yeah.
yourself, by yourself, you
you
can't.
can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You
Bro.
can't.
Somebody offended me last year. Saila Makuria.
Oh my
Eboko
God.
Suvredenika. My God.
Oh, deep God. You even look
Bro, guess what? If I see the person now, genuinely, I can. I don't, well, depends on how the person behaves.
Mm.
But if it's all normal, I think I'm going to greet the person. Like,
Yeah.
it don't come out.
Yeah.
So as a believer, I get coconuted. It shouldn't be for you in some cases.
Some cases.
I will not talk to you over my dead body.
When you go need
If
die.
they say, do you get like
and
you go
that's
need
the
die?
point. And that's the point. I mean, you are dying to what?
Eh,
You
now.
are dying to
Because you
what?
want to
To
talk
this
to somebody.
flesh.
Guess what? This person over my dead body, Baba.
self.
We go meet forever now. Hope you know. So when we get to over there, so there's one consolation I used to have. If I offend you, if I've offended you before, and you're a believer, and you're very upset, this year is a fool, he's an idiot. Do without me on earth. We can't do that with Neville.
And
I will
they
see
tell
and I'll
you.
still annoy you.
We go see you
I go see and I go annoy you. And there's nothing you do about it. We
Yeah,
are stuck
I'm
for
telling
we
you.
are stuck for life.
for life.
For life. Oh my God.
No
So
way.
you have to. I was going to say, accept me for who I am. Of course, I'm joking, but it is also an issue for some believers.
Yeah.
That is just how I am. When you do this, when you talk to me, I just raise my voice.
Exactly.
I'm just
Yeah.
no.
You need to be transformed.
Yes, you need to be
Yeah.
transformed.
We need to
The
grow.
word of God
Yeah.
should
change
transform
you.
our
Yeah, it
lives.
should change.
It should. I
And
mean,
people really underrate the effect of God's word.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
They underrate how far it can go because
Yeah.
we hear popular things like pray,
Mhm.
popular things like maybe listen to the word of God, but
Yeah.
actually meditating on it,
Yeah.
actually staying on it has its own effect. And
transformative
it's
power of the word.
exactly transformative power that pertains to the word that every believer needs it.
Yes, sir.
Every believer needs it. Because I tell people, if we have believers who have inhibited the word or have eaten it, we would have better societies.
Yeah,
We will not just have churchgoers.
yeah.
We'll have
Would
good
have
marriages.
better churches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Pastor Nelson and I'd listened to a particular sermon where it was more of a practical sermon. And I was telling him, if you know Pastor Nelson, he's big on theology and just big on having these topics, teaching it in stretch manners. And in a way, I felt like, you could be mixing that with, practical sermons, how to, But he said something that hit me. He said, if people actually took
Theology.
this series and this word of God we are actually teaching seriously,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't need to
Yeah.
practicalize because, the Bible says not just to be hearers of the word, but to be doers.
Mhm.
But for you to do the word, you have to first know it. You have to
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
eat it. It has to transform because, like the Bible tells us, where the truth of God exists, there's liberty. That means the word of God can push you to freedom. It
Yeah.
can also push you to do it. It has that capacity.
The same
Yeah.
thing you see, you
know,
become.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
same thing you see. The Bible tells us that as we behold him
Build him
as in a glass, we are
glass.
being
Yeah,
changed.
changed.
into the same
So
image.
Into the
if
same
believers
image,
actually sit on the word,
Mhm.
eat the word,
Mhm.
and actually, not just something you read off one shot, but you
One-off,
take
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You take it. We'll have
They-
better societies.
And
We wouldn't
Bro,
need
okay.
to even specify how a Christian should date
should-
Yeah.
each
Because
other.
ideally,
Ideally,
a Christian should be able to see
this-
another Christian.
Exactly.
And we're on soft.
and walk.
We dey
Yeah.
press like Dembele.
But the problem now is you meet a
People
so-called
don't
believer,
dey okay.
and
Believers
many
no-
people are not okay,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
In
It
fact,
shouldn't-
I'm so sorry. I'm
you are not
too
sorry, but
but I can go. I think another angle, maybe not directly opposite of this thing you're saying, is some people that now know the word, but rather for the word to change them,
change them.
it has now become an object of pride, an
See,
object of
if we go this route-
of you see
Bro,
this episode, we dey
I'm telling you, I don't enjoy
na
the
as a flick ball.
Yeah.
So the tool of devotion that is meant to change our
Exactly,
life for the
to change.
better has become a tool for destruction. Right.
course.
So you are now so puffed up with knowledge. You know it so much by head, but not by heart. Right.
because it's not pushing. It's not
Yes, I
transforming.
mean, you're so big on theology, but it is not even transforming your life. Now, of course, and yeah, I mean, because if you insult me, it's a
a
booster.
It means
It
what
means
I'm
what we're
doing
doing
is
is
spilling
paying
you.
Yeah.
Now, very good.
Still love that man, man.
I definitely said that because of this thing I want to say. So you go on Twitter,
Miami, they could drag us. So.
and it's good.
Igboro tough,
Go
go
ahead.
show
Maybe
me.
use that
So-
one close. Right,
Ah,
right
yeah.
on, right
so,
on.
so you go on Twitter, right? And of course, you see people, theological folks, and everything. Everybody, sola scriptura, of course, final authority of scriptures, and all. Everybody,
And it's interesting.
and it's good, right? But you now see how they handle the knowledge. So,
Yeah.
for example, I'm a believer, genuine one. I just come on Twitter to say something, and the next thing, I don't blame you, is your pastor something like,
You don't
bro,
like
like
someone that's
bro,
Fresh into the
like
faith. But his
maybe not even
introduction-
necessarily fresh into the faith. I mean,
yeah, even
like as we are now, right? There are some things that you say today that you'd listen to yourself like,
In a few years.
yes, and be
you
like,
see you
I could have said it better.
Exactly, I could have
Yes,
said it
now.
better. Like,
I said it better.
he grown.
But the way many of us now handle it as if we've always been at this point that we are.
Yeah, we feel it.
You also have a process of growth.
Yes, nobody's an island. Though.
Yes, nobody's an
Like, see
island.
some people, then the island.
Some people actually be island.
I'm telling you.
Because now if you be island, you go be emperor.
And the,
Yeah.
I don't know if you are getting me.
and the issue now is this, yeah. At the end of the day, you see this thing that happens, right? You know that everybody has a bias.
Everybody.
So now,
Oh, I
when
praise you.
everybody-
Bias,
Bias,
praise
bias,
God.
So
praise
for example, when this person doesn't attend your church, your assembly, doesn't believe in the same things you believe in, quotes, I mean, you attack the person sternly.
Mhm.
But when somebody in your circle,
In your
quotes,
clan, as it were.
I like you don't
Says-
you are near the
says-
goal. Oh. Score.
You can't behave like, say,
Come on.
your data don't finish.
Yeah.
Be like, say this guy that do it.
Nah,
I'm very silent baller.
So basically, like at the end of the day, right? See, we all have bias,
We all
And the
have
bias
that.
is brazy.
and that's the truth. We do, and
God will help everyone.
but God will help everybody.
yeah, that's so
Amen.
amazing. I mean,
God
this
help
episode
us.
has been
Interesting.
interesting.
We
to
just
say the
yarn.
least. We've gone through I think the word I can use is plethora of topics.
Aristotle.
We've gone through relationships, we've gone through trauma, we've gone through handling it.
Yeah.
We've gone through the
Healing.
word, and how the
God will
word
impact
and
of the word.
Baju made some beautiful points on that and how
Oh,
the
yeah,
word
you know why I'm you.
and how the word is
You wanna know
transformative.
deep gone.
Euro made amazing words on the impact that trauma can have,
Yeah.
even when it comes to willingness and relationships. Promise has made excellent points, wrapping us up on, how there's actually a bias. All of us, we actually have.
And the bias is what?
It's
Brazy.
brazy.
No, let's say it together. So that part will be except. And the bias is what?
Brazy.
Thank you.
Crazy go.
Right?
Bias and
So
brazy. Go.
that swells.
I also spoke about Lagos.
swell episode. And we also spoke
Ah,
about Lagos.
Lagos.
Yes, the craziness in
Such
Lagos.
a
So
power-packed.
right. So
Power pack.
to wrap up, first off, I want to say thank you guys for watching.
Let's clap for them.
Thank you.
We
Let's
tried.
give them a round of applause. Thank you for staying to the end. You guys are the real
Did
MVPs.
you just say
Don't
hand?
allow now.
Stop now.
Allow now.
Stop now.
Listen, allow now.
I see this guy not do it.
Dudua.
Me that I moved on. You can't bring me back.
Even people don't know what they do. Even one in for me.
We have come to the end.
I said,
Oh,
wait till you do
God.
and do you have people don't pay.
So, thank you guys for watching the Cross Culture Podcast. So, before we wrap up, we have a case study that we'll go through in our next episode. So, to keep you guys is it guessing or to give you guys a sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about in the next episode, I'll go through one case study that we're going to be discussing. All right. So, I'm going to be talking about the name is Deborah. Right? Deborah doesn't mean this is the person that did what we're saying. Remember, anonymized. So,
Case study.
case study. So for this case study, Deborah is a committed Christian in her final year at university. She's known for her vibrant prayer life and always encouraging others to stay strong in faith. But one evening, she finds herself in a compromising situation with someone else she has been trying to set boundaries with. Now, this could be anybody. Could be a friend, could be from this context, it could be, her partner in the relationship. Things go too far, and afterwards, she's filled with regret. The next morning, Deborah tries to pray, but she can't. Every time she closes her eyes, she remembers her failure, and she thinks, God must be so disappointed in me. She skips church that week, avoids her fellowship group. Her Bible gathers dust as she tells herself, what's the point? I've already messed up. And from this, we can all already guess what happens. A strong sense of condemnation sets in. Whenever she hears a sermon or a worship song, instead of her to feel, in awe of God, she starts to feel unworthy. Even when she wants to talk to God, a voice in her head says, you don't deserve his presence. she starts to believe that maybe she was never really strong spiritually to begin with. She starts to think maybe she never really had a walk with God. Now, my question to everybody and to you guys watching, you can think about it for the next episode. What should Deborah do? I want to hear your thoughts. Put them in the comment section. We'll be looking.